Hey guys and girls, I'm Linksort123 and welcome to the last video of my Zelda Techno tutorial series on YouTube. The last month I have been creating a lot of different tutorials on how to remix some popular songs from the Legend of Zelda series. Basically I have been around The Wind Waker, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time for sure. This time it's from SKyward Sword, which is actually the main theme called the Ballad of Goddess, and I think this is a really iconic theme. I really enjoy the epic sound to it. It really gives a great feeling when you hear this really loud on your speakers. It's a great feeling you are getting there. It's really hard to remix this track, I think, because you need to have this epic sound over it and still have this soft and nice sounding bells over it. I tried my best to create the actual feeling for this track, so I hope you guys and girls will enjoy it. But before we start, I just want to talk about this is going to be the last video for this time of my Zelda Techno tutorial videos. I actually don't have any more songs to remake or remix. If you guys and girls have any kind of song from the Legend of Zelda you guys and girls want me to remix, make sure to write it in the comment section below, because then we can start another series and we can continue this series at least. So let's just hope you guys and girls got some great ideas, or else the future might bring some more songs. Anyways, let's start looking at my remix here. I tried my best, as I said before, to create the actual feeling for this track. It was really hard to get the epic sound to it, but I think I did it really well. I hope so. Anyways, to start with, we for sure got an intro, and we got a little weird sound over here, which I will be showing you guys first, and then we got some different voices going on down here. I also recalled or renamed all of these patterns so you guys and girls can easily follow up, so you guys and girls won't be confused or anything. So let's just start looking at the actual intro. That's the main intro. It's exact same patterns that goes on for the original one, but this time it's like a disordered 8-bit version, so it sounds really video game themed, or whatever I can call it. It sounds really cool, and I really love the last part, which is this that I'm marking right now. It looks and it sounds really great. I don't know why, but let's just take a listen once again. I don't know why, but it gives this video game styled theme to it, and I just love that. The voices is really simple. It's a split sound from Fi, whatever you want to call it, and then the Zelda sound here. Let's try to take a listen. Hey! And everything together will sound like this. Hey! Cool. That's basically the intro. It's really simple, but it sounds really great, I think. Anyways, let's start with the drums, because as nearly in every track the drums is the same the whole song through. You can see here it's really simplistic. Sometimes it's splitted and sometimes it's not. But let's just take a listen. It's really simple, this drum pattern. Really simple, but it gives a great feeling because it's this kind of dance pattern, this dance themed way to put drums and claps together, like boom ch, boom ch. It's really simple. Basically I could easily do this more specific, but not this time. Anyways, through the whole song we got 4 different patterns which goes on. We got pattern 1, which is the techno synth, We got the brass down here, which is the same the whole song through once again. And then we got the bells, 3 different ones this time. We got the drum lead, blah blah blah, and the synth down here. Basically, it's just another way to edit the bells. It's actually a more advanced way to put the notes in. I will go down to this later on. So let's start with the techno sound for the first part here. Well, that's the original techno sound basically. I don't know why I call it original, but you can hear the actual sound here. Oh, that's Fee's voice. Anyways, if I'm just pressing one button, you can easily hear this double timed kind of techno sound. So yeah, it basically reminds me about some techno on YouTube. It's like the same sound that goes on and on in every kind of track you are listening to. The brass, we just needs to hear this one time because it's the same pattern that goes on for the whole song. Well, that's it. It's a really highly pitched brass. Maybe I'm going to change it before I upload the songs to Soundcloud. I can't promise, but at least this is the actual way to do it. Maybe it's going to be changed. Maybe. The next part is going to be the bells. Really simplistic. It's the exact same pattern that goes on up here, but yeah, just in the bell way. Easy. It's really simplistic to make these type of remixes because yeah, I don't know why, but you basically just copy and paste it under each track and or each pattern, and then you can easily just remix the actual sound and stuff like that. But it takes time though, because you need to make it sound nice, you know. So this is the synth one, and it's like a different way to place the patterns. Like you can just take a listen then. It's like with a double pattern. So if we are, for example, listening to the bells and then the synth, we can easily hear there is some differences. It's like a little different way to place the notes. Actually, I just added some few more notes at the same note, if I can call it that. It's really hard to explain. Anyways, now we just was going through this first part. Let's just take a listen. Well, that's the first part. Basically, the brass is really, really highly pitched. I think I'm going to change that. At least I'm going to mix this track before I upload it, so it might sound a little bit better when you guys and girls listening to it on SoundCloud. Anyways, the middle part here, I just love these middle parts. If you have been watching my other videos, you will probably know about these middle parts, which just basically gives me the jump to change the sound fully to the next part. So yeah. That's it. It's the same part that goes on for the intro. and combined with a link sound. Basically, that's the whole point of it. It's like fades out a little bit here, and then it goes to the middle part. It sounds really great, I think. And then it continues on with the next part. Basically, talking about the next part, it's basically the same. We just got a little split in the middle here. I will be talking about that in a second. First of all, let's just take a listen to the techno synth. It's more kind of a bell sound with this techno sound combined into it. Sounds really great in my opinion. The next part is just the brass. That's the sound we know. The bells is a little bit different. I really like this bell actually. I used it in some other remixes too, so it's used enough though. I really like the notes in this one. As I said before, this is a really epic sounding track, and I love these. I love these, really, because when you're listening to Zelda music, I just want to hear some relaxing music. For example, I don't know, maybe a lot of the Twilight Princess music is really relaxing, and that's why I'm not trying to remake a lot of these sound scores from Twilight Princess, because they need to be relaxing. They don't need to have this kind of power to it with drums and claps and stuff like that. So but this one can be easily be done, but if you just got the feeling about this epic sound, then I think you can easily remix this track. Anyways, the synth here is just another sound. We just know it with a little bit of extra notes. Did you hear that? That was just the little middle split here. Let's try to take it again and then just go deeper down to this little part. These kind of splits in your remix really creates some kind of great feeling. It just, like, I don't know, it creates a good feeling when you're listening to it. You can basically make the song sound really hard after this little part here. I don't know what you guys and girls would do in your own remix, but I think this gives a great feeling to your actual track. Basically, that's it. Once again, we got another middle split, this time with a little different other sound. Let's just take a listen. It's not a different sound. Actually, I thought that. Sorry for not being knowing about my own track, but yeah. The pattern 4 here, the techno synth, is also different from pattern 3 and pattern 2. It's called, yeah. So let's take a listen there. This is more wild sounding. It's really, it has some power to it, and I really like that. It gives a great fade out to the whole track, because this is the last part of the song. Really enjoyable. The brass, blah blah blah, we know that. The new bells is a little bit different sounding. Really epic sound to this kind of bell. I don't know why I just took this, but once again, it needs to have this relaxing epic sound to it and still have some power to it, so that's why I took this bell. Basically, you need to just try out the way to create a great remix, see what sound in, for example, Nexus that sounds best in your remix, and then just, yeah, try some different sounds. And while you are doing this for more months than just one, then you're beginning to know about the different sound, how they sound and stuff like that, and where you need to look for and what you need to look for in these different sounds. But enough of that for this tutorial. The synth 3 is also different, blah blah blah, the notes, and yeah, let's just listen. This has a weird kind of reverb to it. Sounds like it's like recorded in a small room or something like that. Maybe some wooden instruments here. Really great sounding. Let's try to take a listen to everything combined. Really great. Once again, before we go to the actual outro, we just got an actual middle part here, but it's a really long part here, so let's take a listen here. It's really great sounding because it's like it's round everything off here. It just stops, and then we got these notes that goes down. If you didn't hear them, they are here once again. Really great sound for the actual track. It like leads us into the next part of the song. So that was basically the Ballad of Goddess. The last thing we need to listen to is the outro. It's really simple. We have heard all of the sounds going on. But yeah, let's just take a listen. I will just scroll a little bit back in the song so we can listen to like the whole outro. Well, that's it. It stopped really fast, but if you didn't heard it, it was this middle part and intro song, or this sound, this kind of pattern. As I said before, I just love this little pattern, so for sure it needs to go on for some few parts in this song. Anyways, I think that's basically all for now, guys and girls. This was the whole track. Make sure to go to my Soundcloud. A link will be in the description, and then you can listen to all of my different remixes from the Legend of Zelda series. And I hope you guys and girls got some more ideas from for a future remix of the Legend of Zelda music, because this is some great tracks to remix. Maybe I will find some few tracks later on. I can't promise anything, but it feels like you guys and girls like these type of videos, so maybe they will continue. Anyways, this is the last video for now. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed it, and thinks it's a great way to sum up, basically round up everything about Zelda Techno, because these videos is just really motivating, I think, because the music is such a nostalgic theme to your ear, and then you hear it in a new version. I just like that idea. If you want to hear much more Zelda Techno, go to my channel and or search up Best Zelda Techno on YouTube, and then you will find my compilation of different Zelda tracks I found on YouTube and SoundCloud. These videos is pretty old, but they can still keep up a party really fast. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video and wanna continue watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel, comment in the comment section below, and make sure to share my videos with your friends, family, and cat and more animals. We like that too. Anyways, see you next time, guys and girls. Bye!